particularly I have used RS and so we have used RS and BCH code. What's the basic difference between the two? Both are burst error correcting codes, but RS is a non-binary code, means it works over the boards, and that too their non-binary equivalent. For that, some Gallows field is taken help of. Whatever the number of boards, same number of non-binary elements are generated with the help of Gallows field. While BCH code works over the binary stream. It is not a non-binary code, it is a binary code. And both are basically structured code. Structured means there is a there is a system between the presence of parity symbols and message symbols. And particularly GMSK technique we have used because GMSK is gives more continuous transmission, and that's why minor lobes remain absent. And particularly we have designed the Simulink model of RS GMSK based system and BCH GMSK based system, as well as some more we did RS along with other modulation schemes and BCH also with other modulation schemes. This is particularly the Simulink model of RS code with the GMSK. As RS code is a non-binary code, that's why particularly a random integer generator is used whose purpose is to generate non-binary integers. And non-binary symbols are then encoded with the help of RS encoder. After that, GMSK is used, but GMSK works over binary. That's why non-binary to binary conversion takes place with the help of integer to bit converter. Likewise, if you see the BCH with the GMSK, some in between slides I am leaving just due to short of time. So when you see the BCH with GMSK, here BCH is a binary, it works over the binary. That's why a binary stream is generated with the help of a generator, and after that it is stored, and directly BCH encoder I used because it's a binary encoder, and after that GMSK and everything is nearby the same. So now it's the time to see the results, and better it is to discuss those results. The very first column after the signal to noise ratio is for uncoded system. Uncoded means if RS or BCH is not used, if the encoding technique is not used, directly the modulation is a modulator circuit is present and the system is designed with the absence of encoder. So these are the S by N values, signal to noise ratio values, that too in decibel. So if you compare this uncoded values along with a coded column, here we have used RS code even, and 6357 is indicating that 57 is the message symbols and 63 minus 57 is the parity symbols. Likewise, when you see the last column, here the message symbols are just 41 and rest all 63 minus 41 is the message symbol, sorry, is the parity symbols. So parity is increased. Parity if increased, bit error rate has to reduce. So particularly when we see below, if we see the things beyond 5 S by N, here 0.04 is the bit error rate, while you will be able to see the bit error rate reducing. So when we increase the parity symbols or when we reduce the coding rate, when coding rate is reduced means message symbols are reduced, for the same number of code symbols you bit error rate. And suppose we just take a constant coding gain. Coding gain means BER is just fix any amount of bit error rate. So it is the difference of signal to noise ratio for an uncoded system to that of a coded system. So you find that coding rate when reduced, BER has to reduce. Likewise, this is even getting applicable in RS code. But when we see BCH code, even if we are reducing the coding rate or we are increasing the parity symbols, we don't find any remarkable improvement in the bit error rate. Bit error rate is not reducing. This is the biggest drawback we have seen for BCH code. Hence, particularly, we came to the conclusion that RS is a better code as compared to BCH, particularly for burst error correction. Likewise, I have given a comparative chart between RS and BCH. So when you see the increase in S by N ratio, values of BER is reducing. It is even going up to 10 to the power minus 7. But here you will be seeing everything to be a constant. BER is not getting improved. So this is the biggest flaw of BCH code. So basically, this was the work that we wanted to present. And likewise, with other modulation schemes, I have analyzed the things further. So that was all the things given from my end. And basically, the future scope is mostly we use RS and BCH for burst error correction. But when we use it for concatenated coding, we can even use it for random error correction. Concatenated codes is a group of codes for the common system. So few references I have given. So that is all from our end. And thank to you all for your patient listening. Some technical glitches happened. So sorry for that. Thank you so much. So can I stop sharing my screen? Hello? We are not able to hear properly, ma'am.
Ma'am, problem clear? Or you are still facing? I'm not audible enough now. Deshmukh sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes. Shall I share my screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You may continue with your presentation.
Okay, ma'am.
His paper title is Optimizing Data Classification Performance with K-Value Clustering for Handling Noisy Datasets.
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. Hello. My
Yes,
screen
sir.
is visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Optimizing. Myself, Pankaj Deshmukh. My topic is optimizing data classification performance with K-value clustering for handling noisy data set. Okay, some contents are there: abstract, introduction, literature survey, problem identification, proposed work, conclusion, and references. In the abstract, we will see that we are dealing with the various types of data, but in some cases, we do not want unwanted Yes.
Only
Hello.
document.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, your people not visible.
Yes. Visible. Hello.
Drive is visible.
Yes, ma'am. On my screen, it is visible. No? Excuse me. Yes, ma'am. Is it visible? Hello. Hello.
The screen. No, sir. Here
Yes, ma'am.
it's visible now.
Just. It is visible, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It
It
is
is visible now.
okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's
it is
visible
visible.
now.
Okay. I will continue. Technical problems. Yes, ma'am. It is visible right now. Hello. 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 Hello.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Am I not audible?
Yes, yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Okay. My topic is optimizing data classification. Screen is visible, ma'am.
Sir, again, only the iDrive is not the
It is visible, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Hello.
sir. No, sir. iDrive. Yes, sir. Presentation slide is not.
Say yes.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay. This is the optimizing. My topic name is optimizing data classification. Okay. It includes mostly abstract, introduction, literature survey, problem identification, proposed work, conclusion, references. Abstract, in we are dealing with various different types of data sets and data, but in data sets and data we have also received some unwanted data. So means data mining, we are applying for that to extract the knowledgeable data. Introduction part, data mining or knowledge discovery is the process of analyzing large amounts of data and extracting useful information. Again, it is an important technology which is used by industries as a novel approach to mine the data. Means in industries, there are large, vast type of data is available, but every data is not useful for us. We are dealing with only the wanted data. So we can apply the data mining techniques. In data mining is widely used in various areas like financial data analysis, retail, and telecommunication industry, biological data analysis, fraud detection, spectral data analysis, and other specific applications various types of applications are available in data mining. There are two types of learning approaches in data mining, that is supervised learning and unsupervised learning. The main difference between supervised learning and is that when we apply a fixed amount of data, then we have got an exact output, means it is a fixed type of learning. In unsupervised learning is a type of machine learning algorithm used to draw inferences from data sets consisting of input data without labeled responses. The most common unsupervised learning method is cluster analysis, which is used for exploratory data analysis to find hidden patterns or grouping in the data. Well, then we go for clustering. What is clustering? The process of grouping a set of objects into classes of similar objects. Means it's a grouping of set of objects which are having a similar types. We are collect or we can group it into a similar object. So documents within a cluster should be similar, but if the documents are different, that obvious clusters should be dissimilar. Most common form of unsupervised learning is learning from raw data as opposed to supervised data, where a classification of examples. Here, some examples are given for clustering. Every cluster shows a similar types of data sets. There are 4 types of clusters: well-separated clusters, center-based clusters, contiguous clusters, and density-based clusters. Well-separated cluster is a set of points so that any point in a cluster is nearest to every other point in the cluster as differentiate to any other point that is not in the cluster. Center-based cluster means a cluster is a set of points. Yes. Such that an object in a cluster is the closest to the center of the cluster, means it is the closest closest to the center of the cluster. Then then third one is your contiguous cluster. A cluster is a position of points so that a point in a cluster is nearest to one or more other points in the cluster as differentiate to any other that is not in the cluster. Last one is your density-based cluster. A density-based cluster is a heavy region of points which is divided by according to low density regions from other regions that is of high density. Then some applications we are given here, that is for the data mining, that is banking, fraud detection, medicine, analyze patient disease history, molecular and pharmaceuticals, scientific data analysis. So literature survey, I have given some literature survey for that. Here some authors name, publication details, advantages, and which software was used for that. Mostly it is a MATLAB. Problem definition in existing, we are applying VSM techniques, means it is an advanced algorithm to reduce the error rate. Here we have used 2 data sets. Firstly, I have given you some graphs. Yeah, here we have used 2 data types, that is mice protein, and second one is pen digits. Here we can see this. This is a graph shows that error rate for different clustering algorithms that are applied for calculation of error rate according with data set protein. Hello.
Please.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Hello. 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 Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Voice is not clear, ma'am. I'm not. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm not. Voice is not properly here, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, please switch on your camera.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
You
Hello.
continue with your presentation, sir.
Okay. Some
Yes, sir,
experiments. Hello. Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Sir, you are audible.
Yes. Some experimental results are given in the slides. Here, as the error rate and some data means we have used two data sets for calculating our data analysis. Here, error rate as goes on increasing, your accuracy is decreasing as by applying some clustering algorithm that we have used that model, that is vector space model POSIUM. Afterwards, objective functions are calculated for first set. Is here the green will show that your error rate objective function goes on increasing. I mean, objective function is nothing but the accuracy that we want expected from our results. For second data set, it also represent the same one. Here, two sets are there, pen digits and mice proteins. And conclusion is that we have focused only on the unsupervised learning, as the error rate we have emphasizes the importance of parameter selection in improving clustering accuracy and error rates, particularly in generic data. The study also explores the application of this approach in classifying noisy data through quadratic discriminant analysis, demonstrating improved accuracy. So here the word is that noisy. Noisy means unwanted data, which means repeated data is occurring in the data set. By applying some clustering algorithms, we can remove that noisy data so that we can improve our accuracy. That is the thing, and some references are given here. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
I would invite Rakesh Meher, sir.
Hello, ma'am. I am
Sir,
ready
please.
to.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
I would like to invite Rakesh Meher, sir, as the next speaker to present her paper on title Wireless Network Densification 6G Technology Challenges and Opportunity of Wireless Networks.
Ma'am, screen will share.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible and you are audible.
Okay. So good afternoon, ma'am. I am Rakesh Meher and Barkatullah University Institute of Technology and Electronics and Communication branch. So my topic is wireless network densification in 6G technology challenges and opportunity of wireless network. So introduction. So the network densification can be technique used in wireless communication system to increase the density of nodes. So the main point of the densification is the density of nodes, and so that base station and access point in a given areas. So this technique can use to improve the network performance and capacities, increasing the number of access point available to users. So the transmitter and the receiver and increment the networks of which can result in less signal quality. So next point is wireless communication. So wireless communication is the transmission of voice and the data without cables or wire in place of a physical connections, and the data travel through electromagnetic signals broadcasting from the sending facilities. So the many types of wireless communications, the radio frequency, Bluetooth, satellite communication, microwaves, Wi-Fi, the many regions of the many types of wireless communication. So the next point, I will feature of 6G. So the features of 6G, the use of new spectrum bands, very high data rate speed, ultra low latency, network performance, greater network reliability, and is the motivation of wireless network densifications in a in can offer greater capacity and offload more data traffic from extent congested networks. The interference among accelerates particularly since the interference are rarely and larger in number. So I will use it to study challenges and opportunity of network densification in wireless communication. So the main analyze of BS densification. So the densifications by BS densification, BS densification of base station is a fixed trans receiver that is the main communication point for one or more wireless mobile client device and base stations. So the to study and analyze ED densifications. So the ED densifications means that can use the mobile, laptop, system, etc. So BS densification analyzes it's a graphic point. So many graphic point is the 0.3 3 from 0.4 between base station of height constant and but when we base station of height 5 meter increase will do 5 meter will increase coverage probability will maximum and the base station and 0.4 on 10 meters height constant. This after height slowly increase the probability will increase the VS densification analysis. So I will use the proposed methodology to analyze and the maximum throughout. So we need to solve two problem, the accepted link rate, the produce fraction of time, the channel fractions of time that there is a successful transmission in the channel. So many limitations of wireless communications. So larger range, security, less speed, reliability, transmission power, and bandwidth location. To a conclusions, so last point is the conclusions. We detect the challenges and opportunity of wireless networks. So especially we discuss new features will the network densification in terms of ED densifications and base station respectively. Then we introduce to the key challenges faced by the densification of which include the fetch and best activation control. So I was using the many references of do the wireless communication networks and 60 challenges, many references. So thank you, ma'am. Hello. 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 Ma'am, my voice is audible. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay, thank you, Rakesh.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Rakesh.
Welcome, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible. Now leave the session. Yes, you are
Okay.
audible to present her paper on survey application. Please, Somesh Srivastava, you start, continue.
Yes,
Please stop sharing, Rakesh, Meher. Please stop sharing your PPT.
आवाज तो आ ही नहीं रही है ना.
Soumya, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am.
You start sharing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. My name is Somesh Srivastava. My topic is design and analysis of vector microstrip antenna for multiband wireless 5G applications. And that my presentation flow, introduction, literature review, problem finding, proposed work, simulation parameter, expected result, conclusion, and references. And next introductions in radio engineering, and an antenna is the interface between radio waves propagating through space and electric current moving in metal conductor used with a transmitter or receivers. And second, in a transmission, a radio transmitter supplies on electric current to the antenna terminals, and the antenna radiates the energy from the current as electromagnetic waves. And third, in telecommunications, a microstrip antenna, it usually means an antenna fabrication using a microstrip antenna on a printed circuit board. It is a kind of internal antenna in high frequency used in high performance aircraft, spacecraft, satellite, and missile with cost performance ease of in installation file and required. Hello.
Yes, you are audible. You continue.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. These presently there are many other government and commercial applications such as mobile radio and wireless communication that have a similar specifications. Um, and this diagram is microstrip antenna. These requires microstrip antenna can be used. It consists are the first radiating slot one and radiate. And these are many several shapes of microstrip antenna. First square shape, second rectangular, third dipole, fourth circular, and fifth triangular, circular ring ellipticals. These are common shapes of microstrip patch antennas. Next, literature reviews. Self similarity and factor dimension are the users of the fractal graphics applied